Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Chad from the Right Line. Just replaced my Teraflex ball joints in Chewy. And the question is, did I put Teraflex back in? Heck yeah! Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Chad from the Right Line, and if you're new here in this channel, we do a lot of Jeep videos, DIY videos, overland videos. My trailer build video series is on my channel, and everything that I've done related to Chewy, my JK Rubicon. I just replaced my Teraflex ball joints in Chewy. They failed the Pry Bar Test. If you've ever seen the Pry Bar Test is where you jack your vehicle up, you check the Endplay on your ball joints by putting a pry bar under your tire, and you lift and lower the wheel and see what your Endplay is like in these ball joints. These are a ball and socket type joint. Typically, ball joints have a plastic cap that surrounds the ball that kind of insulates the joint, and when the cap wears out, the joint has more end play. When I say end play, the lowers are a little bit more critical because the lower joints are the ones that actually support the weight of the vehicle. This one got between 1/8 and a 1/16 of an inch end play. Same with that one. Now I will say, I do most of my own work on my vehicles, but I didn't install these joints in my Jeep. A local shop did that, and these particular joints have been in the Jeep for 4 years. Now, that's a testament for the longevity of a ball joint. These ball joints have seen the Rubicon Trail, the Arizona BDR, the Arizona Strip, all the local trails around here that we've done, moderate to difficult to whatever. Plus, it's a daily driver, so speed bumps and all that kind of crap on the road. Now, what was the appeal for Teraflex ball joints when I put these in? Number one, they're not knurled. I did not want knurled ball joints. These are not knurled. Also, the lower ball joints are supposed to be adjustable. There are Allen set screws here and there and right there. Now, I tried to readjust these ball joints, but the problem is all of those little Allen screws were stripped. I could not get them loosened. Basically, you loosen those set screws. The ball joint comes with a special wrench that fits right around here, and you basically preload the ball joint to a certain torque spec. Teraflex was the first one in mind of whether or not I wanted to put Teraflex ball joints back into Chewy. They lasted a long time, like I just said, but number one, the fact that I couldn't adjust them was a downside. And number two, I really wanted something that was rebuildable. The next one was a ball joint delete. I thought really strongly about that. And then ultimately what I went with was Dynatrax Pro Steer ball joint. Basically, and in my opinion, the Dynatrax ball joint is like a ball joint delete. It doesn't use a ball and socket type joint in the ball joint anymore. It uses a spherical bearing in the ball joint itself. These are completely rebuildable ball joints, which is something that appealed to me because it's a lot of work to press in and press out ball joints. And it's a lot of work to tear apart one of these front axles to do that. I don't mind having rebuildable ones. But while I was at it, I changed not only the ball joints, also my front U joints. They have 170,000+ miles on them. The front hub bearings and my inner axle seals. So this whole axle housing and everything was completely stripped down to bare housing for all that work. So those Dynatrax are in, and they are really working well. They are still sort of breaking in a little bit, but steering is responsive. Feels great. I love the fact that they're rebuildable. I don't have to keep pressing them in and out. It's more or less like a ball joint delete. I wanted to give it a shot anyway. So out of the 3 that I was looking at, I gave a look at Teraflex, Dynatrack, the American Iron ball joint deletes, and the Metal Cloak. Price was a big factor. So the question is, would I buy Teraflex ball joints again? And the answer is, yeah, I'd buy them again. Again, number one, I like the fact that they're not knurled. You can buy them knurled if you want them. I didn't want them knurled, so I bought them without. The fact that they're not knurled, the fact that these things lasted 4 years. The only thing that I ever had to do with these ball joints was stay up on greasing them frequently. These would get grease every other oil change, or if there was some special circumstance where I was in water or what have you, I would give them a good shot of grease. So longevity wise, they lasted good. I'm not so sold on the adjustability part of it because I couldn't get them to adjust. The other thing about these ball joints is the lower ball joints have grease buttresses here and here, right? And in order to press these out, if you're using a ball joint press, ideally you want the ball joint press right in the center of the ball joint. But because these buttresses stuck up so much and they went into the center of the joint, it offset the ball joint press. So I actually had to cut these off before I could press that ball joint out. Not really a big deal. I was going to throw them out anyway, but just something else to consider. Thanks for watching. I know this was a short video, but periodically when I find a good product or if I find some information I want to share with you guys, I'll make a video. Dynatrack ball joints for the win. Have a good weekend, everybody.